SEC Spring Meetings. Alcohol, gambling, transfer waivers. Headline key topics. If you were to write a song about you could call it booze, gambling and transfers. Those topics will be on the menu again this year when the 4-day conference meetings begin Tuesday, with athletics directors, coaches and university brass gathering at Hilton Sandyston Beach in Destin, Florida. A look at 4 subjects that will surely be discussed this week. When that beer and wine would be sold in general seating areas at football games next season, it became the 7th Big Ten school to go pro booze. Schools in other conferences are selling alcohol at games, too. SEC rules prevent alcoholic beverages from being sold or consumed in stadiums except for private or leased areas, such as premium seating areas. A majority vote. Looking ahead. Debut seasons. Award candidates. Spring outlooks. AAA. Discussion about prohibition and whether to lift the ban is a destined tradition. Tennessee government. Bill Lee. This year, last May, the Supreme Court issued a rule in Gakilanja federal law that had limited full-scale sports betting to Nevada for 25 years. The High Court's Mississippi was the first state in SEC country to get sports betting up and running. Arkansas in all legal sports betting becoming more widespread has caused concerns about games integrity and whether a mandated injury or availability report is needed before college games. NCAA press. Some coaches don't want an upcoming opponent to know whether a player might be sidelined. But without injury, because of the transfer portal and an increase in the NCAA approving waivers that grant immediate eligibility to transfers, there's been plenty of talk about the T word. Coaches mostly don't like making it easier for athletes to transfer. You like the portal, did you, or allowing transferring athletes to play immediately, like a waiver does. But if it helps that, Tennessee is waiting to hear on waiver requests for football transfers and if a player's waived. In 2018, the NCAA loosened its stance on waivers, allowing a transferring player to play immediately if there are documented mitigating circumstances that are outside the student-athlete's control and directly impact the health, safety, and well-being of the student-athlete. Connecticut women's basketball coach Gina Orima. That every kid who transfers now, it's automatic. You put in for a waiver. Notre Dame men's basketball coach. There's too much of a blueprint on how to get a waiver and that the waiver thing really bothers coaches. Basically, coaches fear a free agency system in which there's no penalty for transferring. An NCAA committee is studying the issue of whether athletes should be allowed to profit from their name, image, and likeness. Currently, it's a far-reaching issue, but, mostly, fans want to know. The video games, allowing college athletes to receive payment for use of their name, image, and likeness would allow EA Sports to relaunch its video game without threat of lawsuit by reaching agreements with athletes. USA Today's Steve Berkovitz contributed to this story. This article originally appeared on Knoxville News Sentinel.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking